everybody, welcome back to the Wonder of Anime YouTube channel. I'm Lisa, and it's been a minute. So many things have been happening, and I'll probably do another video doing like a life update, kind of what I'm doing behind the scenes when I'm not producing content. But for this video, I wanted to come back with a bang. And that is, I am doing a manga haul. But instead of doing a manga haul, like normally I order a big box from Right Stuf Anime, and then I go ahead and just do a haul of that stuff. I have actually combined all the manga that I ordered in April, put it together, and this includes manga that I bought off Reddit, Amazon, and Right Stuf Anime. It's been a while since I've ordered manga. Specifically, if you follow me on my YouTube channel, not my YouTube channel, if you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, you may have remembered I did some manga hauls when I got like a big AOT lot, a big Demon Slayer lot, and I really haven't purchased a lot of manga since then, primarily because I am running out of space. The struggles when you want to start looking into buying a home and expanding your space. I just don't have any more space. And should I have bought the manga that I bought? Probably not. Did I care? No. So all that being said, I'm very excited to do this April manga haul because I got a lot of different things. And I will go into kind of like my purchasing habits, why I buy things a certain way as we get through this video. I wanted to start off with the purchases that I made from Amazon. Now, Amazon, in terms of buying books, for me, I usually do not buy books on Amazon unless it is something where Right Stuf Anime has it sold out. I want it like right now. Or just sometimes it's just easier, more convenient to get it through Amazon. Like I know with my B-Stars lot that I currently have, I've purchased every single one of those volumes on Amazon because it was always sold out on Right Stuf Anime. And so I kind of use those judgments. One thing that I really do love about Amazon is that you can buy singles of used books. Depending on the used book, it can be more cost effective to get it on Amazon. You do have to pay shipping for like the used books. But sometimes like I get books that are like super hard to find elsewhere, especially singles. Oftentimes if I have an incomplete like series and I'll get into that, Amazon is just so much easier. So these are the books that I have ordered on Amazon. We're going to start off with Duklyon Volume 2. Now this was super hard for me to get. I've been looking for this for months. I have Duklyon Volume 1. This is part of Clamp. You guys know my Clamp collection. I actually may have to do an updated Clamp collection video soon. But this Duklyon Volume 2, I think it was like $15 or $18. I definitely will have to check. That is, first of all, expensive for manga. If it was brand new, that would be reasonable. Now this is super old, and that is the reason why it was hard for me to find, because it is now currently out of print. Like people have this for $50-$60. Crazy. But I was able to get Volume 2, and I got it in really good condition. A lot of times with used books, they come with like library stickers, and I do have a TikTok explaining how to remove those, so I'll be sure to link that. But I got this in really, really good condition, so I was really happy about this one. I then got another collection completer, and that is School Clamp Detectives Volume 3. Now, I have Volumes 1 and 2, and I actually have 2 volumes of, I think, Volume 1, so I don't know how I managed that. Look at this, it comes with a color insert. These are super like rare nowadays. This is another one where like the pages aren't really yellowed. Not that I mind yellowing, but you can kind of like see the, I don't know if you can now because of like my ring light. You can see the difference between like the yellowing and these like pages that didn't yellow. I'm not like crazy into like, oh, it's not yellow or whatever, just because like yellowing naturally happens with books and manga, so that's fine by me. But I was super excited about that. Another Clamp one, which actually may seem familiar to you guys because I already own this, was The Legend of Chun Hyuang. This one wasn't actually that expensive, but I already had it, and the version that I had, it had library stickers, which I don't have a problem with library stickers, but in this case for this book, it had like a plastic wrap, and then underneath were the stickers, and it was just ruining the book to take it apart. So I ended up just getting a whole new volume. I still have the one from with the library stickers. Another one that I'm excited to own. Actually, all my all my Amazon orders are clamp. And finally, Kobato Volume 3. Now, I have Volume 2. I forgot how I got Volume 2. I think it was part of maybe like a lot that I ordered. And for some reason, like, Kobato is so hard to find. Now, this is brand new. I did buy this brand new. I think it was $11.99. But also, I think this is out of, like, what is happening, Clamp? Why are all of these out of print? So I like this. It does have this one colored page. So I now have 2 and 3. 1, can't find it anywhere new. And I said I would buy the other ones coming up. So these are all the books that I got off Amazon. 3 used, 1 new, and I am very, very happy, especially because these, especially Duklyon and School Clamp Detectives, were everything that I needed, were what I needed to, you know, get closer to completing my clamp collection. So it just feels so good. Like, yes, I'm here for it. I love it. Next, we have an order that I bought off Reddit, off the subreddit Manga Swap. Now, Manga Swap lately has blown up. It has been super hard to get manga, like kind of how I was getting it before. Like, it literally grew thousands of subscribers or followers, I guess, of the subreddit in like a couple months that I started talking about it. This I kind of bought on an impulse, and this is Wave Listen to Me. Now, this was a 2020 anime. It was a spring 2020 anime. I saw 1 episode and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back, and I never went back. But I was interested in this story because it is about a woman who goes through a heartbreak and then becomes like a radio jockey. And as somebody who worked in the radio industry, being a radio personality, that was my dream for a long time. And when this anime started airing, I wasn't a radio personality. So, I was like, I'm interested in reading this, so I just kind of on a whim bought it. Really great quality. And these, like, this manga, like, compared to, like, manga, like, look how big it is. And it is just so, I love this cover. Again, I don't really know much of the story because I didn't see the anime. And I am thinking that I may finish watching the anime because I think it was only like 12 episodes. I may finish watching the anime before I start reading this, but I'm super excited to like get into this one day. I don't know, I buy manga then I don't read it forever, but it's so funny, there's like a preview here for a manga that's also part of my collection. But yeah, I like absolutely, I'm excited to reading this one day, and they just look so beautiful. I just was like, I have to buy this. So finally, this is the part where I get into my Right Stuf anime haul. Now, I've done Right Stuf anime hauls forever. You can check all of the ones that I have here listed in my channel. And Right Stuf anime is always, I love ordering from them. They have the best prices. Sometimes it is hard to order from them because if one of your items sells out when you place the order, they will not ship your order. They will hold it 4 months until that item comes back in stock. So that can be super annoying. That being said, I ordered a bunch of stuff to complete some of my collection, and I did skip some volumes because they were not available. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to read these now. So I am fine going ahead and skipping a volume until I go ahead and like that comes in. So I haven't even taken these out the box, so let's see here. So I'll start with some of the singles. I got Demon Slayer Volume 16. I'm actually super emotional right now because I just saw Demon Slayer Mugen Train Sunday, 2 days ago. I will do a separate review video on that because there's no way I'm not gonna talk about it. So I have 1 through 15 that I got in a lot. I just decided to get 16, just kind of throw it in there with this order. Of course, I think there's 3 or 4 more volumes. I think there's 20 or 21 in total. So I got this and I'm excited to get the rest. I still don't think I'm going to be reading Demon Slayer until season 2 or, you know, however many seasons there will be. I have said this a million times, but I am definitely somebody that likes watching the anime and then reading the manga. So I don't mind waiting until the anime is completed and then starting the manga. That's subject to change, but right now I ain't in no rush. I cannot wait for season 2, but that's a separate video. Next is a series that I read online. Now we grown. I said this before. I prefer to buy manga whenever possible, support the artists and the writers. But I do and have partaken in, reading scans online. That's not always the best, but sometimes like it just be good. It just be so good. And lately I've been super into reading online, and what ends up happening is that I find a series online and then I'm like, oh, I need to buy this right now. That is the case with this series, A Sign of Affection. I read these, this is volume 1. Volumes 2 and 3 are not available yet. I want to pre-order them. But this series like has a hold on my heart right now. So a quick synopsis. It is about this girl, Yuki, who is deaf, and she meets this guy who can hear, and they start a relationship. And prior to reading this, I read A Perfect World, which is also about a main character with a disability, and that was a really good manga. I ended up dropping it because it was like a lot of love triangles and drama, and while yes, it highlighted the disability very realistically, I didn't really kind of like the love drama aspects. Not that people with disabilities don't experience love drama aspects, but it was a lot to handle. But back to this series, one of the reasons I loved it was because it really dealt with the disability in a way that's not like, oh, poor me story. It's not about that at all, but it's very realistic about somebody who can hear and somebody who cannot hear. And as somebody with a deaf family member, I saw kind of parts of my family member reflected in this story. And it is just so like, oh, so cute. So I got this first volume and it is just so beautiful. Here we go with, this is a haul and I'm doing like a review, but look at this beautiful, oh my God, this is the first time I'm opening it. Look at this beautiful color page. Oh, and I love like the way this feels. Like this is kind of like different textures. Oh, I love it. This is such a beautiful book. I cannot wait until here I'm talking about A Perfect World, and it's also advertised in this book. But yes, highly recommend. I cannot wait to reread this in book form, the official translations. Next on my series, another one that I got that there's more volumes, but only like one was available, is The Way of the House Husband. I learned of this series through the Netflix anime prior to it coming out, like when they had just announced that this was in the works. I have not read this. I saw a couple episodes of the anime, which, mixed reviews. Once I finish it, I'll definitely do a review because I liked it. The art style's weird, but whatever. But I'm like in love with this man. Like, whose man is this? This is my man. And I definitely like, the anime was so funny that I wanted to own this hotness. And I also right now have a thing for Yakuza members, so this is 2. So I just got volume 1. The other volumes were sold out. I will get them at a later time. Now this is one where I had to skip a volume because it was sold out, but like I immediately ordered this. And this is, ooh, so steamy. Something's wrong with us. So, woo, child, listen. So I also read this online. I had been seeing this online for months. Like months, I was just avoiding it. I was like, this plot sounds crazy. And it is crazy. But the minute I finish, like I said, I will read the scanlations. I will. But immediately I went out and bought it to support the artist. Some people say that's not okay. I get it. But for me, if I love it, I don't care if I read it. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to read it again. This series is so good and so steamy, and like there's a lot of hype surrounding this series. Highly worth the hype that it is being talked about. It is deserving of that. This story is, in this format, for me, is very original. I hadn't seen something like that. And there's like a Korean drama adapted to this, or maybe it's a J-drama. I don't know. The trailer was crazy. It was so good. Highly recommend that you start reading this manga. I did not get volume 2 because it was sold out, but like I am here for this. I cannot wait for more to be released. Second to last, we have another series completer for me, which makes me also happy, and that is Tsubasa World Chronicles. So I didn't realize that Tsubasa World Chronicles is only up to 3 volumes. I got volume 1 maybe a couple months ago as like I needed to get free shipping. Let me just throw in one more volume. I have not read these yet. Again, it's going to be part of my Clamp reread. More news coming soon at the end of this video. And so I got volumes 2 and 3. I am excited because I've read Tsubasa so many times, and I've never read World Series. This is not baseball. World Chronicles. So I'm still hurt because I know, whatever. The point is, I cannot wait to read these. And last but not least, I don't think I could take these out at one time. To nobody's surprise, Attack on Titan! Dun, 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 dun. That's not even, I should have just done the theme song. I got Attack on Titan volumes. I got volumes 22 through 27. 28 was not available, so I skipped that. And then it goes from 29 to 31. So listen, I have volumes 1 through 21, which I purchased off Reddit, Manga Swap, and I was like, again, I'm not in a rush to read Attack on Titan, the manga. I know it just ended, and, everybody, because season 4 ended on that cliffhanger, and there's going to be a second part to season 4, which we all saw coming. Separate video on that later. So I'm not like in a rush to read it, but I'm in a rush to own it. So I'm excited. These covers be mad spoilery too, though. Like, and maybe because I watched the anime, so like I know these parts that happen. I'm just like, this is a damn spoiler. Like, all these covers are so spoilerish, but. Anyways, I feel like I'm going to do an order of like all the random, like volume 28 of this, volume 2 of Something's Wrong with Us. Like all these missing volumes, I'm going to do one order and place them. But again, I just wanted to have these on my shelf, and I don't even have room. I don't have room for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to have to start doubling up. I did not want to start doubling up because I love my manga where I can see it. I love looking at my manga. But girl, like I don't have no more room, and that's fine. That's okay. This has been my manga haul, April 2021 manga haul. I would be honest with you guys and be like, oh, I'm not gonna order manga in May. It may happen, it may not happen. I'm finally at a point in my life where like I'm good. I'm really good, and I love, like, I'm not really a materialistic person when it comes to like brands and like cars or like tech and stuff like that, but when it comes to like things that really bring me joy and make my heart happy, I have no issues like spending my money. And to me, this is an investment in like a hobby. I guess it's a hobby, or something that I'm a fan of. And I just like, it brings me so much happiness to own manga, to like look at my manga or like these figurines, like especially because I've been a fan of anime since I was young, meaning I had no money. My immigrant parents were not buying me figurines. It wasn't until I started working that I was able, go to Hot Topic and get anime tees, or like, I remember my first job, all my paychecks went to buying manga. So now, being in this position where I can just like buy manga guilt-free, have this disposable income for manga, a manga budget or like anime budget is just chef's kiss. But yeah, this has been April's manga haul. We'll see what happens next month. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out on ordering some of these missing volumes. I definitely want to shift my focus into getting Demon Slayer together. My Clamp collection, that's always high priority for me, but because a lot of those are used. So I didn't realize, but like the whole end of my video completely cut off as I was like, I had gone into like another rant. But just to finish out this video, I had been saying that my Clamp collection is one that's going to take me a while just because this stuff is used and it's, you know, hit or miss. Sometimes things are available, sometimes things aren't available, but you know, I have my eyes on the prize and I am ready, you know, ready to purchase when things become available. Speaking of Clamp, I did hint at that I had some, you know, news revolving the Clamp series, and that is that I am finally starting my Clamp reread series. I have been saying that I've been going to do this Clamp reread series forever, probably since I started my YouTube channel consistently, and I was just waiting to get more volumes in. I'm finally at a point where I have most of the volumes like completed, most of the series completed, except for volume 6 and 7 of Tokyo Babylon. Girl, ain't nobody finding those, especially not for under $100. Like, I don't know why those two volumes in specific are so hard to find. Like, somebody tell me, please. Also, Cardcaptor Sakura, like 1 through 12, like the regular and the Master of the Clo. I've been having a lot of hard time trying to get that completed. And they have released these special edition hardcovers. Those are like $22 each. And I've just hearing mixed reviews that sometimes like they're like falling apart. And listen, I don't know. I need to get Cardcaptor Sakura and Magic Raid Knight Earth Part 2. And some other random stuff. But it is very close to being completed. And being that it is that, I decided I'm just going to start my reread series. So I have started with RG Veda and I am in the process of reading that. And I just want to really give a shout out to you guys who have been so patient, not just waiting for this series, but in general being supportive of my YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded in a little bit because I started an anime embroidery shop, and that's a small business that I was nurturing and getting off the ground, and now it's pretty much running and it's at a good point where I feel like I'm not doing a lot of work up front and I can now focus back on content creation. So probably my next video is going to be a vlog style behind the scenes, answering some questions on how I got started into this anime embroidery and like plans and stuff with that. But yeah, I'm just so grateful because even though I haven't been uploading videos, you guys have been subscribing to my channel. I don't know if people are coming from TikTok or coming from Instagram, wherever you're coming from, it is appreciated. And my videos are still getting views and comments and people are engaging in the conversations, and that's always great. But yeah, I have a lot of more content coming up, especially like there's so much good anime right now. There's so many good things to talk about. There's so many manga. And I'm just like, I've been reading a lot of manga. Like, it is crazy how much I've been reading. But yeah, all that coming soon. Again, I'm just super grateful. So please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what manga you purchased in April, or if you didn't buy any manga in April, maybe what manga you're looking forward to buying in May, and maybe what you have pre-ordered. I do have some stuff pre-ordered, so I cannot wait. I think that comes in June though. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Bye.